Alright. November 29th, 2014. This is Chapter 2 of Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. This one's called Space Hotel USA. You know, you should be sleeping in your bed. It'd be so much easier for me. You want me to read this? You sure? Okay. Mr. Wonka's Great Glass Elevator was not the only thing orbiting the Earth at that particular time. 2 days earlier, the United States of America had successfully launched its first space hotel. A gigantic, sausage-shaped capsule no less than 1,000 feet long. It was called Space Hotel USA, and it was the marvel of the space age. It had inside it a tennis court, a swimming pool, a gymnasium, a children's playroom, and 500 luxury bedrooms, each with a private bath. It was fully air-conditioned. It was also equipped with gravity-making machines so that you didn't float about inside it. You could walk normally. This extraordinary object was now speeding around the Earth at a height of 240 miles. Guests were to be taken up and down by a taxi service of commuter capsules blasting off from Cape Kennedy every hour on the hour, Monday through Friday. But as yet there was nobody on board at all, not even an astronaut. The reason for this was that no one had really believed such an enormous thing would ever get off the ground without blowing up. But the launching had been a great success, and now that the Space Hotel was safely in orbit, there was a tremendous hustle and bustle to send up the first guest. It was rumored that the President of the United States himself was going to be among the first to stay in the hotel, and of course there was a mad rush by all sorts of other people across the world to book rooms. Several kings and queens had cabled the White House in Washington for reservations. A Texas millionaire called Orson Cart, who was about to marry a Hollywood starlet called Helen Highwater, was offering $100,000 a day for the honeymoon suite. But you cannot send guests to a hotel unless there are lots of people there to look after them, and that explains why there was yet another interesting object orbiting the Earth at that moment. This was the large commuter capsule containing the entire staff of the Hotel USA. There were managers, assistant managers, desk clerks, waitresses, bellhops, chambermaids, pastry chefs, hall porters. The capsule they were traveling in was manned by 3 famous astronauts, Shuckworth, Shanks, and Schouler. All of them handsome, clever, and brave. In exactly 1 hour, said Shuckworth, speaking to the passengers over the loudspeaker, we shall link up with the Space Hotel USA, your happy home for the next 10 years. And any moment now, if you look straight ahead, you should catch your first glimpse of this magnificent spaceship. Ah, I see something there. That must be it, folks. There's definitely something up there ahead of us. Shuckworth, Shanks, and Schouler, as well as the managers, assistant managers, desk clerks, waitress, bellhops, chambermaids, pastry chefs, hall porters, all stared excitedly through the windows. Shuckworth fired a couple of small rockets to make the capsule go faster, and they began to catch up very quickly. Hey, yelled Schouler, that isn't our space hotel. Holy rats, cried Shanks. What in the name of the Brothers is it? Quick, give me the telescope, yelled Shuckworth with one hand. He focused his telescope, and with the other he flipped a switch connecting him to the ground control. Hello, Houston, he cried into the mic. There's something crazy going on up there. There's a thing orbiting ahead of us, and it's not like any spaceship I've ever seen, that's for sure. Describe it at once, ordered ground control in Houston. It's all made of glass, and it's kind of square, and it's got lots of people inside it. They're all floating about like fish in a tank. How many astronauts on board? None, said Shuckworth. They can't possibly be astronauts. What makes you say that? Because at least 3 of them are in nightshirts. Don't be a fool, Shuckworth, snapped ground control. Pull yourself together, man. This is serious. I swear it, cried Shuckworth. There's 3 of them in nightshirts. 2 old women and 1 old man. I can see them clearly. I can even see their faces. Jeepers, they're older than Moses. They're about 90 years old. You've gone mad, Shuckworth shouted at ground control. You're fired. Give me Shanks. Shanks speaking, said Shanks. Now listen here, Houston. There's these 3 old birds in nightshirts floating around in crazy glass blocks, and there's a funny little guy with a pointed beard wearing a black top hat and a plum-colored velvet tailcoat and bottom green trousers. Stop, screamed ground control. Hold the phone, said Shanks. There is a little boy about 10 years old. Gracie, you sleeping? Alright, sweetie. Here, go lay down. We'll stop there for tonight. I love you. Here, give me a hug and kiss before you go to bed. I want hugs and kisses. Hey, can I tell you something before you go to sleep? I'm very proud of you today. You did a very good job, okay? Now, other than you and Jude wrestling around, I'm very, very proud of you. You know that, right? See? You know how much I love you? I didn't even make you clean out the Jeep, did I? Huh? But, you know, I know you wanted to give me some of your Thanksgiving meal, but did you have to really try to give it to me the next day? I think I saw some turkey in there and some gravy in there, and... Hey, I love you, okay? I thank God every single day that I have you, alright? Can you remember that? You're my pride and joy. I wish I could do so much more for you. No, I'm not the perfect dad or the greatest dad, but I'm doing the best job I can. And all I want is you to love me back, which I know you do. I love you, sweetheart. Alright. Come on, lay on your bed. I'm going to turn these things off.